Welcome to the HBOT News Network. In today's research rundown, we're going to continue our coverage of some of the research that's been done for mild traumatic brain injuries that have affected the veteran population, soldiers. Many of them were deployed to Iraq or Afghanistan. In this study, it's a case series of 39 United States veterans with mild traumatic brain injury treated with hyperbaric oxygen therapy. And I think it's a good study. One of the things that I think is positive about this is it takes you through the mechanisms of what is occurring with the traumatic brain injuries or these mild traumatic brain injuries, and also that the importance of this leading to PTSD. It brings up the number of veterans that have been identified. I think the number is low and conservative, but it's well over 300,000. That number may be as high as almost 1 million. And that's just the Iraq and Afghanistan wars. This is a condition that veterans suffered from in all previous wars. Of the 39, I think it's fairly textbook. If you've been following our discussions on traumatic brain injuries, there's clearly benefit: better sleeping, better moods, less anxiety, less depression, and certainly an opportunity to reduce this sort of horrible pandemic of suicide that's resulting from PTSD that's caused by traumatic brain injury. And so it points out a lot of those issues that are out there. And so it's a fairly easy read. And so of the 39 veterans, there's a great result. So it covers some of the mechanisms that are happening in the brain, and it takes you through this study. It's not a peer-reviewed scientific study. I think it's very clear, though, that it's well done and it's well illustrated. So I hope you get an opportunity to read this, and if you haven't already been convinced with a brain injury, whether it's a concussion of an adolescent through a sports injury or any type of concussion that could and often leads to PTSD, that you can cure that, and especially if it's in the acute stage. These are chronic cases. So acute stages, there's studies out there showing that 2 to 3 treatments for adolescents, if you can get it right after it's occurred, can resolve that and fully cure the brain injury. So I hope you find value in this, and the link will be right below this research rundown. Thank you.